Good afternoon, everyone. Norman Van Aken here with the Treasure Book. As those of you who have watched this before, you know that I typically have menus, sometimes notes and inscriptions and books that I'm presenting to you as a treasure book. Not the case this time. I was, like many in the world of restaurants, saddened by the passing of the gentleman, the chef, extraordinary chef, who wrote this book in January of this year, the 18th. Yeah. Andre Soltner by name, and his name is always attached to the name of the restaurant that he ran with his wife since, I think, 1961, for 40 years maybe. On Mount Olympus of French chefs practicing in America, especially in the highly competitive city of New York, adored by so many, looked up to by so many, including a person that I revere, Jacques Pepin. And he wrote here in this introduction to this book, "It would have been a great loss if Andre Soltner had not written the Lutèce Cookbook. During the last 30 years, this extraordinary, dedicated, unassuming, and original chef has done more for true French cooking in America than all the other peripatetic Michelin 3-star chefs put together. His legacy will be lasting because it reflects authentic, classic French cuisine in a highly personal style. Merci, Andre." Absolutely. Always classy. I love him. I got to meet him once. Janet and I were in New York. I had been cajoled, convinced by Charlie Trotter and Thomas Keller to step in and help out with a problem that had erupted for the Beard Foundation, the James Beard Foundation. And in 2008, in February, 2006 in February, we were going back and forth a lot, not just that month, but throughout that year, as I was the original chef board member of the Beard Foundation. The extraordinary Dorothy Cann Hamilton, lovely, lovely person, cut down too early in life by a tragic auto accident. She was helped running the show. We, on that day, had an appointment at the office of Kim Witherspoon. And for those of you that are big Tony Bourdain fans, you may know that name because Kim, was the agent for Tony on Kitchen Confidential. She also was my agent for my memoir some years later. We went from that meeting over to Dorothy's beautiful home in New York City, where she hosted a dinner party. And at the dinner party, the people who were cooking were Andre Soltner and Alain Sayak, if you can imagine. We were lucky, as could be, to be in that situation. I know that. I met him and talked with him. He actually came and sat down after the main courses came out and sat next to me. Lucky me, man, the chair must have been empty. And he was just incredibly open and friendly and delightful and lovely. So when he passed this past month, I realized I did not have the Lutèce Cookbook. So once again, I checked out online on the website Thrift Books. My favorite places for books are Thrift Books and Kitchen Arts and Letters. And I saw that it was available and ordered it right away. No Amazon situation here. No, thank you. Here's the deal. I mean, if you are seriously interested in classic cuisine, and not just necessarily French cuisine, but classic methodology, the most beautiful food, you can purchase a book like this. I don't think I paid more than $7 or $8, and go through it. Kind of like that movie Meryl Streep was in on Julie and Julia. Yeah, funny movie. Good movie. Well acted movie. Stanley Tucci, Amy. I can't remember her last name right now. Anyway, if you cooked through this book, recipe by recipe, you would be so well educated in the classic French style of cuisine. The Lutèce cookbook. Another thing that was always noted about Andre Soltner was that he and his wife, who he dedicates the book to, Simone, they lived. The restaurant was on the ground floor of the building, and they lived, I think, on the 4th floor of that building. So talk about dedication. Talk about, apparently he only was out of that restaurant 2 times in the entire tenure of the decades that he operated Lutèce, and those were the deaths of his father and his brother. But to meet him and to hang out and have dinner, he was not like a person who had, been locked up in a cave of his own making. Not at all. He was happy. He loved to ski, and he loved to cook. And he loved sharing this dynamic, changing world of food, just like Jacques Pepin, just like, I think, the best artists. They're able to not only see the changing times, but embrace the changing times and put their particular stamp on them. This is a beautiful book. I intend to cook out of it. As a matter of fact, I did refer to this book this morning when I'd come home from the market where I'd gotten some sweetbreads to cook, and I thought, well, whom better to share with me some information on how to properly cook some sweetbreads. I've made sweetbreads over my entire career practically, but to learn from one of the greatest to ever wear an apron, that's what these treasure books are all about. And so I thank you, Chef Soltner, and you are missed. And thank you all for paying some time and spending it here with me on this treasure book series. I'll talk to you again before long. Take care, everyone.